Hey, it's Angie B and welcome to my video. Today we are washing brushes. This is the cheapest, easiest, and simplest way that I have found to wash my brushes. So don't do that. Don't dump your brushes in the sink and try and soak them thinking you're going to wash them. That's going to damage them. So today I'll be using regular bathing soap. This is my favorite one. It is by Lux. It's just an oily kind of one and it smells nice. And then I'm using this tray that's kind of rough. It's got like little ridges and where you see the roses. Don't judge. I know it's ugly, but the ridges do the job. So first, before we use the tray, I'm going to show you how to wash it in case you don't find anything that's rough to wash the brushes on. You rub the brush in the soap like so. And then after that, by the way, you wet the brush first. And then you just use your palm and rub the brush in circular motions. Now I know it kind of looks a little bit harsh and this is not sped up. This is the actual speed I wash my brushes at. Um, and because it's so dirty, it's not even lathering that much, but I am putting it on my brush just with the regular pressure I would use the brush with on my face. Then I rinse it off and then I go and put it on the soap again because I wash all my brushes with the soap twice just to ensure that it's extra clean. I like it when the lather is completely white and very foamy, as you can see like I'm doing right here. And it looks like I'm pressing it so hard here, but I promise you it's the same pressure I use on my face. And then I squeeze out all the excess water to make sure I spot any areas where the water might still be dirty. Then I just rinse the brush. I shake it off completely so that all the excess water is like out of it. And then after that, I sort of reshape the brush. This is like a contour brush, so it's angled. And I make sure I shape the brush so it's in the natural shape that the brush is. And then I put it to dry. If you'd like to see how I dry my brushes, you can forward or wait till the end of the video and you will see how I put my brushes so they can dry nicely. So I will show you how I wash not all my brushes, but basically every type of brush that I have. And then I don't want to waste your time by you just watching me wash my brushes. And then for the wand of the brush, I just put a little bit of soap on it in my hands, rub it together, and then get a cloth and wipe it down. And now here we've got a multi-fiber brush. I love this brush, but it is what I use for contouring, so it's really dirty. So I do the same thing as well, but this time I will be using the tray just so you can see how effective it is for me. Now going forward, I will adjust my camera so you can see the tap and the water and everything properly. So as you can see, I rub the brush in circular motions on the tray and then back and forth. Then I squeeze out the excess and wash it under clean running water. And then as I'm going forward, I'm going to speed this up soon so that I don't waste your time. You guys can just see what I'm doing. And in case I don't explain later in the video, as you will see, all the fluffy brushes or brushes that have longer, thick bristles, I wash them in circular motions mainly and a little bit back and forth. But for all the flat brushes like eyeliner brushes and those tiny, small little eyeshadow brushes that are not fluffy, I only brush them in a forward and backwards motion. I do not brush them in a circular motion because that would damage the hairs. But for now, as you can see, this is how I wash all my brushes. I hope you guys enjoy this video and find it cheap and as effective as I do. I never use brush cleaner because I honestly just find it unnecessary. But for now, as you can see, this is just how I wash my brushes. You can use any cheap soap that you have. Just make sure you like the smell of it because you don't want your brushes smelling funky. So make sure you get a nice cheap soap that you like the smell of. Any bar soap will do as long as it's nice, good smell. It's got some sort of oily-ish texture to it because that just helps break down anything that may stick to your brushes. And as you can see as I'm washing these brushes, every single brush works with this kind of look, no matter how with this kind of look, with this kind of technique, no matter how dirty or what the shape or size of your brush is, this technique will definitely work. And you can continue watching how I wash all my brushes. For these ones I actually wash like in twos sometimes, and that is sometimes when I'm in a hurry. I could even wash four brushes that are the similar kind of fluffiness. I can wash them all at the same time, and that just saves time. So if you'd like to do that, you can do that as well. So as you can see, that is exactly what I'm doing with these two brushes right here. And I can even do this with four brushes. Like I love doing this when I'm in a hurry and I really need to get my brushes clean. That is what I do. And that is basically how I wash my brushes. Everything else you will continue to see is exactly how I wash all my brushes. And now how I dry them is I put them on like toilet paper or tissue paper and leave them to drip onto there just in case like a little bit of dirt goes there. Don't put it standing up because you don't want water to drip down the vein of the brush because that's going to soften all the glue, and that can make all the brushes start to shed because the glue has become soft and now it's just going to start shedding like crazy. So that is what I do for my brushes. And after they're completely dry, then I move them onto now like an actual towel, and that's where I let them completely dry and they come out soft and fluffy and in perfect shape. They do not demodify in any way and they look just like brand new. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.